Welcome to Kiwi QA Podcast, delivering fundamentals of software testing to help you build your knowledge and navigate the world of software testing. Let's talk software quality and testing. We are an independent software testing company with a focus on automation testing, load and performance testing, security testing, mobile testing and handset certification, white box testing, manual testing and QA process setup as key services. Kiwi QA works for startups, small business and enterprise client across the globe. In this podcast, I am doing to talk about software quality in modern ages, a guide to basics. So let's start. Traditionally, the test team has always been responsible for software quality. They own software quality control and assurance, putting themselves in both a reactive and a proactive mode in ensuring the product is of exceptional quality and meeting and exceeding end-user needs in the marketplace. While this rule of thumb has not changed and will not change, what is heartening to see in recent years is how quality is becoming a collective ownership. The product team as a whole is playing a role in its own space in possible ways of enhancing the quality of the product and the overall developmental effort. The test team is still responsible for any missed issue, defect, but the product team as a whole analyzes the issue objectively. With the active use of agile developmental models in a large number of organizations, such collective ownership of product quality is becoming inevitable. This is also helping push quality upstream, where the test team is empowering other teams to understand and implement quality in varied ways. For example, the tester can work with the development team in defining unit tests and giving them a set of automated tests to be run as part of their local testing efforts. Build team in empowering them to run a set of build verification tests to ensure a build is test ready as soon as it is deployed. Business team in incorporating end-user scenarios into the product design, based on end-user feedback and competitive analysis. Operations and support team in analyzing issues from the field before they reach the triage team, filtering out any false alarms. Such proactive steps help the tester improve his own role, as he is strengthening the quality of not just the product, but also the team's efforts and morale. This saves time for everyone and also helps the tester focus on more critical and value-added activities in product quality, such as competitor product analysis, static code reviews, code coverage analysis, exploratory testing, bug bashes, etc., for which he may not have had time otherwise. Let's talk about software quality in modern age. Testing as a discipline has an elevated responsibility where a tester just cannot test against provided requirements and sign off on his task set. A tester is forced to look at the domain specifics of the product to understand the varied workflows and see what quality requirements they entail. For example, if you are testing a banking software, you need to understand workflows from varied user standpoints, banking regulations, mandates by the state and national governments, etc., in determining overall quality. While the product team as a whole will step in to meet the requirements from a domain standpoint, the tester is no exception and cannot continue to survive with just his core testing skills. Building subject matter expertise in the specific domain is becoming inevitable. The tester also needs to understand what competition brings to the table in terms of functionality and performance to gauge how the product at hand is faring against them in making suitable recommendations internally. On the marketplace front, the tester is being required to look at end-user product consumption and usage patterns, and determine an optimized testing matrix, especially considering the multitude of mobile devices that the product application is being used on these days. Similarly, global releases of products and applications have become so common that the tester has to continue to focus on globalization and localization testing in building a happy customer base across geographies. Now let's talk about the need for alternate solutions to assure and control software quality. The traditional engagement models adopted in software quality assurance and control primarily revolve around insourced and outsourced testing. Insourced quality assurance, QA, is typically made up of a core QA team that is part of the larger product organization that directly employs them. An outsourced team could be positioned on-site at the product company, nearshore at the vendor's premises or offshore. With the changing needs of quality, a supplemental and newer solution is becoming inevitable which needs to address the current requirements, where, along with the existing traditional solutions, it also provides a foolproof answer to today's quality requirements. This is a solution that needs to bring in enhanced productivity to address the time constraints, provide coverage for end-user devices and scenarios testing in realistic environments, be cost-efficient, account for the subject matter expertise or domain knowledge that the product needs and fill any internal gaps that the team may face. Rope in real end users wherever possible in testing the product. Provide an opportunity to create diversity in the quality efforts such that representative product feedback can be obtained. Finally, conclusion. With all of these factors at play, the challenges that a tester faces on the job are quite considerable. However, if you look at these as opportunities instead of challenges and as a natural evolution in the software development and testing discipline, you will start looking at the traditional software process holistically and see what can be done, what alternate and supplemental solutions can be brought in to tackle these challenges, build on these opportunities and also maintain a tester's sanity. Our software QA and testing services have garnered a lot of attention in the marketplace, and I think it's something that your organization might see immediate value in. Could we schedule a time to call to discuss this further? If you like this podcast, then don't forget to share this on your own network. Visit www.kiwiqa.com for more information. Thank you for your time today.